kith who stand together there. Ukaizo belongs to us. We've earned it with blood and sweat. And no one shall take it from us now.
Why are we arguing about this when Aethys is destroying the cycle? Ukaizo belongs to the Huana. I don't want to fight you. Why are we arguing about this?
I can't stop him. Neither can you. But I can give my country a chance at weathering what comes next. Roataians, defend Ukaizo!
Oh, this isn't very nice of you. Let's see. Because why not? And that just killed it, didn't it? Son of a bitch. So I'll bring out the bow and shoot him in the face. Show him, let's put up a shield just in case. Let's see. Meter, step up there. And turn that on to be tougher. Mages. How many are there? That's not too many. Okay, let's do put it over some reflection stuff, just in case with a mage sitting back there. Yeah, shoot him. Oh, the shield isn't up yet. There it goes. Okay, make us stronger.
What do you need?
Spin that thing around to kill some stuff. He's going to be careful with the kind of stuff on there, which I guess. He's still trying to spin. Soul. Find that one from here? Can't see him. Can't see him. Blind. Instead. More focus.
Nothing.
Right on target.
Why is he going after the poor bird?
Hey.
Hater. Still trying to cast this spell. This won't hurt. The fire and the holy fire, it never goes well together.
Does nothing. Me and you are about to mix.
You'd be gonna die. That one. Heal. Some kind charming. Don't keep his fully healed. Yeah.
Sweet
Hey,
redemption.
so you are.
You shan't walk away from this.
Sorry, kill that guy. Soul, can you blind this person, please? Thank you.
Strange.
Let's go. You like that?
Still so much.
Wow, that was a nice shot. Experimentation 70. Can't see through this.
Scarcely believe it.
Take him down. No problem.
Ta-da. On the Fireforged path that travels at... What was I carrying around that book for?
Sure.
Lots. All repeats. Be alive, everybody's alive.
My eyes are yours.
Dun, 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 dun. Now we get to go there. Take you 58 minutes again. That looks like a 5-10 minute walk.
You descend into the ancient winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear the marks of their role as the lone witnesses of the god's great secret at the center of the city. The houses and boulevards are pierced by great spears of luminous Audra. There are no ashen bodies, no birds, no sign or sound of any life. But with every step, the rhythmic pounding in the distance draws nearer. Soon, you can feel the vibration traveling up your spine. As you approach the center of the city, the weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins, eventually overtaking them entirely. Cresting the top of a fallen tower, you finally get a clear view of Aethys. He stands, legs astride, next to a great stone monument ringed with 11 cavernous alcoves. All but 3 hold a gargantuan skeleton, bones scrubbed clean by the city's storms. An immense Anguithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal and Audra at the machine's center. Periodically, Aethys's massive arms swing back. The movement alone is enough to draw great gusts of wind toward him. When they come down on the machine, the impacts are accompanied by eruptions of electricity, fire, and smoke. The hundreds of luminous Audra pillars across Ukaizo sympathetically dim in a rippling wave that spreads out from the machine. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra. Intertwined with fragments of Ukaizo's ruins that it has carried through the centuries, the pillar bends in a long arc, towering above the machine. The pillar levels out near Aethys's head, a silent observer to the destruction of the machine it has grown beside over thousands of years. You weave your way along a treacherous, rain-slicked path up the pillar's skyward side. As you arrive at the top, you catch Aethys's attention. Fist pulled back, he pauses to observe you. With the same gentleness he showed at Ashen Maw, he lowers his arm and turns toward you.
I was going to crush us like little bugs.
Strange to see Ukaizo in this way. It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full of life. The Huana, yes, but also kith from many other cultures. Great hanging trees shadowed these boulevards. Gardens sprawled across the open rooftops. Each spring, a festival procession would wind its way from the hillside into this valley. The celebrants would pass through a steep walk among the stalls of foreign merchants, flowers falling upon them from all sides. All people of all nations, together in a celebration of new life. Such was the power and beauty of lost Ukaizo.
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad.
It's from one?
I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you're putting on our shoulders. I just hope we can carry it.
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, I truly do. This power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware of it. Now you will be able to decide what to do with it.
Gone, please, I'm begging you. What do I do following this? How am I to best serve those still living, to improve our future chances of survival?
The Deadfire and the Eastern Reach are full of animancers, women and men with brilliant minds who can solve this great problem. They will also need people with brilliant souls, like you, Shodi. People who can tend to the spiritual needs of the world in a time of fear and desperation. Remember, the flame you bear is not only light, but warmth. Provide comfort to all who need it. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
I'm going to ask you to take pity on the mortals of this world who will suffer for your actions. After you're gone, the gods will go to war with each other and with mortals unless they have a strong leader. Mortals are going to need a head start on things to prevent the gods from re-establishing control. You need to inspire them. I want you to go further than breaking the wheel. I want you to destroy it all. Open only to bear witness. I come to fight you. I come to ask you to take pity on the mortals of this world who will suffer for your actions. Fight them? Yes, that'll go well.
It is pity for mortals that drives me, Watcher. I have felt it in every step I have taken to cross the Deadfire and reach this place.
I don't think you have.
What more would you have me do?
Think of the souls that will be trapped in the in-between for all that time. They will be tormented until the wheel is fixed. There will be hundreds of thousands of souls trapped in between. They will be screaming out for me to help them until the wheel is fixed. The souls trapped in the in-between will present a dilemma for animancers. Some may attempt to protect those souls instead of working on a solution for the wheel. All the souls that will be trapped, they will be tormented until the wheel is fixed.
It is true. While the eventual restoration of the wheel will bring them relief, they will suffer until that time comes.
See, you're a dick.
Thank you for making me think of the lost souls, Watcher. I will provide a haven for them after my work here is finished.
Sure you will.
Indulge me in a moment's curiosity. There is something I wish to know about Eora, about Kith, that I can only learn through your eyes.
Go on. Could I know that you don't? Well, look at that. Now I have this, the green and terrible needs something from me. You're not taking my eyes. I need them. Forget it. I'm done talking. What would I know that you don't?
You followed me all this way, dodging an armada, navigating an impenetrable wall of storms, voyaging across uncharted seas, with the machinations of gods echoing in your ears. All the while trusting in the institutions of Kith to get you this far, and earning their trust in turn. Whatever else happens this day, that much is remarkable. I believe that mortals possess the strength to collaborate and shape a future of their own design. Not all of my brothers and sisters agree. By relying on others and coming together in a time of crisis, you illustrate my point. The gods will witness you and question their assumptions about how responsible, empathetic, and sophisticated mortals can be. What inspired your decision, Watcher? Did the choice echo your foundational beliefs? Or were you influenced by observation?
You talk, did I beat the DLC? Yes, I did. That's why we're here. I believe in the Huana case. Kaizo will strengthen and unify the tribes. I wanted justice for the Huana. Kaizo is theirs to rule. I wanted to prove Wodaka wrong. She thinks mortal cooperation is destined to fail. Someone made me an offer and I took it. Nothing personal. You don't owe me. I don't owe you an explanation. Screw Wodaka, number 3.
Wodaka has been especially active since the downfall of her favorite operative. Have you ever considered that she is mentoring his replacement?
That's a troubling thought. Interesting. I won't dismiss the idea entirely. That's a troubling thought.
My brothers and sisters never act when the gains are strictly short-term. If Wodaka's shadow has fallen upon you, that can only mean she recognizes your potential to further her ambition. I thank you for your perspective. Yours is not the only opinion that concerns me, but for the moment, it offers much to consider. All I ever wanted for mortals was growth, transformation. Once, my brothers and sisters shared this goal. Some have forgotten themselves, giving into fatalism or tyranny. Others have succumbed to apathy.
Yeah, whatever.
It brings me great sorrow that crisis is the only way to set the future in motion. Would that I could pass the responsibility of heralding your darkest hour to another. Never forget that trust and coordination between mortals brought you to this place. Your future is built on a foundation of hope, and you have laid the first stone.
Thanks for the lesson. What happens next? Before this is over, it's my turn to ask the questions. This has been a nice chat, but I was just buying time. Whale's Titan should be here any second now.
The Titan approaches? I had thought them all. No. The work continues. I can delay no longer. You have carried a heavy burden across the Deadfire, Watcher. Before I go, I would rid you of it.
He's gonna squish me like the little ant I am to him. No sooner have Aethys' words entered your mind than you hear one final dissonant ring of the chime within you, then silence. The knot that formed when the pallid night first addressed you and the beyond is now gone.
You are free now. As free as any of us can be.
What was that supposed to mean?
Many will come to you for help in the years ahead. Animancers, priests, even the gods themselves. I have great hope for you, but always remember that your future is for you to decide. Use your freedom well.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back and resumes his assault. The blows rain down with increased fervor, but the machine perseveres in spite of his efforts. Spreading his arms wide, Aethys draws power from the luminous Audra clustered around the valley. The energy courses through his body, limbs overflowing with intense light and waves of heat. You perceive the presence of another colossal gathering of soul essence nearby, and recall the agreement you reached with Wal in the halls obscured. But can one rely on a pact struck with the god of mysteries and deception?
Reach out the wall.
The ground shakes beneath you, or perhaps your stomach quakes from a deity's spiritual caress. Regardless, you have attracted the divine attention of Wal.
Do it now before it's too late. I'm sorry at this, but you forced this to happen. I hope you like tentacles, you big bastard.
Long, muscular tendrils erupt from the fog-shrouded ruins, lashing at Aethys' Audra torso and twisting about his limbs. The tentacles, each studded with 1,000 eyes, constrict around their prey. Thunderous cracks rend the air, and light spills from the fissures spreading across the statue of Maros Nua. Aethys grabs at the fleshy extremities, crushing one in each hand. But WoW's myriad arms are undeterred. As they constrict, the living titan drains vast rivers of souls from both Aethys and the machinery of Ukaizo.
Helpful non-evil tentacles? Yes. Well, yeah, it's another god, so it's no big deal. It's god versus god stuff, so it's totally neutral.
You never deserved Eora, our dear misguided brother.
WoW purrs, drinking in the essence all around you. Aethys falls upon the ancient Anguithan machinery, grasping at it in a final struggle to tear the device apart. Ribbons of bright energy fountain from the crumbling structures. The ruined city quakes as WoW drags Aethys to the ground. Maros Nua's body finally goes still. A shattered colossus devoid of light. The tendrils of WoW slip away, leaving you amidst the rubble of the Anguithan machines. Priests and mystics have strange dreams of an island of living flesh, an eye that never closes, and a library filled with blank books. And though Aethys fell, his death accomplished his goal: to render inoperable the machinery of reincarnation. Unless Kith develop an alternative, Eora is doomed to die.
Boo. Boo. So they're basically saying, screw you, the story's ending the way we want it to end?
The greatest hope seems to lie in the work of the ancient Anguithans and the Huana's efforts to unearth and understand it. And while Maros Nua lies crushed at Ukaizo, the gods look on the labors of Kith. They do not intervene. They watch and argue, wager and conjecture at how, or whether, mortals will solve the puzzle set before them. Reclaiming Ukaizo is both a symbolic and a practical victory for the Huana. The ancient city is a potent reminder of their people's ancient glory, and it promises to be a much more easily defensible capital, especially with the storm controls of Andra's Spire close at hand. The other tribes unite under the Kahanga and dedicate themselves to rebuilding Ukaizo and relearning its secrets. The Valian Trading Company continues its operations in Deadfire, though it is forced to renegotiate many of its contracts with the newly empowered Huana Crown. Company leadership finds that the new terms are much more favorable to the tribes than to their own interests in the region. Due to these changes, the Valian Trading Company eventually withdraws most of its people from Deadfire. The Royal Deadfire Company is expelled from the archipelago as punishment for their attack at Andra's mortar. The storms across the Rawatayan mainland subside along with those of Andra's mortar. However, Rawatai regards this respite with a wary eye, ever mindful that the machinery at Andra's Spire remains under their foes' control. The Huana settlement of Ukaizo reignites Ferrante's dream of a new Valian empire. Deadfire is claimed and controlled, but the clearing of Andra's mortar offers the possibility of new prospects in yet undiscovered lands. He leads the old Valian loyalists across the sea, searching still for a new Valian homeland. Despite other tensions across the archipelago, Port Maje remains a model of peaceful, productive cooperation between the Huana and the Valian Trading Company. Though they do not always agree, Governor Clario and Storm Speaker Ikawa work together for the mutual benefit of their people. As the balance of power changes in Deadfire, so too does Nekataka transform. Though the Kahanga monarchy moves its new seat of government to Ukaizo, Nekataka continues to be a busy and important city. The Kahanga leadership takes responsibility for the welfare of the Raparu, and the Gullet starts to improve. What was once a den of crime, poverty, and illness slowly becomes a quiet haven for the Raparu. Ukaizo reveals more about the ancient art of water shaping than the guild could have hoped to learn in another century of work. With this new knowledge, water shapers across the archipelago wield the currents and bend the waves for the pleasure and benefit of the new Juana nation. Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the children of the Dawnstars. Plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesango, Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars chide him, but that changes as word of Aethys' deeds at Ukaizo spreads. After all, what business have they worshipping a god who denied his own legitimacy? The faith of the children of the Dawnstars fades, but their commitment to the people of Deadfire does not. They continue feeding, healing, and helping the neediest, just as they have for decades. It is no longer a holy mission, but it is a mission all the same. The Adra at Pokakohara is restored, but the rumored Valian Trading Company post never comes to Tikawara. Torn between waiting and seeking better fortunes elsewhere, the tribe gradually scatters and fragments. Ships continue to disappear at the southeastern fringe of the archipelago, and stories circulate of a colony of vampires and gulls preying on their crews.
Eastern Fringe.
The Queen soon sends a contingent of her bravest warriors who end the horrors of Splintered Reef. The dragon, Neraskirlas, no longer passes between Aora and the White Void, and the dead flow slowly breaks apart, exposing the temple long frozen within. Under Halfjorn's guidance, the Harbingers of Dusk resettle within Remergon's temple, vowing to forever protect it from the defiling touch of outsiders.
Like me.
Over time, the group becomes increasingly reclusive and fanatical, attacking any who dare approach their holy site. In besting the Beast of Winter, you earned the Death God's mercy rather than his enmity. The deity remains characteristically unforthcoming about his decision, and you're left to wonder whether in doing battle with him in the White Void, you somehow furthered his apocalyptic ambitions.
Oh, more than likely.
Utterly corrupted by the tooth of Tawamawai, the Adra at the primal island of Kazuwari continues to remain separated from the greater beyond.
Oh yeah, that decision.
As increasingly anguished spirits roam the island in search of essence, blights form with greater frequency. The wildlife suffers, and the jungle thins as Kazuwari slowly dies. Weakened by the events at the island, Galawain retreats further from the intrigues of the gods. Rumors spread of his displeasure, as those godlikes touched by the father of monsters begin dying mysteriously across the whole of Aora. The faces of the hunt continue to rule the Crucible and Galawain's, or rather, Tawamawai's name. The trials summoned by the statue grow deadlier with each season, until only those rare few willing to brave the gravest of dangers seek out the bloody ordeals of Kazuwari. Like the other souls following in your wake, Muatu eventually yearns to move on to the beyond and the wheel. Stymied by Aethys' actions, however, he settles on returning to Kazuwari, where he joins the choir of souls that echo throughout the Crucible. Released from their bondage to the sightless eye, the Vithrak of the Halls Obscured abandon the Black Isle and resettle in the deepest and darkest recesses of the ruins beneath Nekataka. Sisak and his colony remain secretive and isolated, however, rarely interacting with those kith crawling about in the sunlight above. Encouraged by her arcane successes, Bakarna returns to her observatory to continue her studies of the celestial spheres. In time, her colleagues in the Circle of Archmagi come to accept her among their number. She takes on apprentices, and they trumpet her praises as both a brilliant innovator and nurturing pedagogue. Following its intercession at Ukaizo, Wal's Titan vanishes again into the sea. In the years that follow, You occasionally sense an impossibly vast shadow fall upon you while gazing into the in-between. A deeper darkness in that already dark place. You wonder if, by reuniting Wal with their body, you gave the god of mystery access to the one realm once obscured to even their sight. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark on those who travel at your side. Your companions find themselves changed, in ways both big and small. Adair returns to Hisongo, where he reunites with Byrne, the son of his former lover, Alava. The boy takes heart in Adair's account that Aethys and all the other gods were false, petty, and unworthy of the love of Kith. Realizing how close he came to dying for this cause, Byrne finds renewed purpose in working alongside his uncle to repair the many scars left upon Deadfire by the gods. Under Adair's guidance, Byrne grows into the kind of irreverent, stubborn hothead that would have made his mother proud. And Adair visits her gravesite, often to tell her so.
Did you ever take the Bluefish Race Druid from the... No, I don't think I had a Druid in our party.
Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. But after a little smoothing on your part to nudge them in the right direction, Adair makes an effort to view Shodi with an open mind. And Shodi begins teasing the veteran fighter in a more companionable and less amorous manner. After saving each other's hides a couple times and sharing more than a few laughs, the two form an easy, and you suspect, lifelong friendship. Seemingly lit with an inner glow, Shodi takes to a new life of mission work with gusto. She still is committed to shepherding souls forgone, but having realigned her goals with that of her fellow Dawnstars, she now endeavors to help the living as much as the dead. As you travel the Deadfire, you find her sleeping better and laughing more often. When the time comes for her to return to her temple in Neketaka, it's with a clear wistfulness and much lip-biting on her part. She leaves you with her sickle and a hastily scrawled note. It reads, "A keepsake from a path once walked. Remember me, Watcher, for I will forever dream of you." Aloth renews his commitment to destroying the Leaden Key. With the wheel broken, loosening the god's stranglehold on Kith is more urgent than ever. It is a lofty goal, and one he does not expect to finish in his lifetime. But if there's one thing he's learned from the Watcher, it's that a single person can change the world. You let Romaro go, and the former pirate ostensibly set sail for the trade lanes of the Eastern Reach, the Edier Empire, Old Valia, and the Republics. For the remainder of your time together, Seraphon seems, if not exactly happy, at least contented with the outcome of your confrontation with his former mentor at Sayuka. When he leaves, he does so with little fanfare. Nothing but a roughly scrawled note slipped under your door. "Be seeing you, Cap." You hear of Seraphon from time to time, in rumors and sea tales. He prowls the Deadfire, a brutally efficient killer, never long for any ship and never close to any crew.
The worst cipher ever.
After reporting back to her superiors for the Watcher's actions against the Valian Trading Company, Pallegina is rewarded with reassignment home to the Valian Republics. She spends the next several years as the head of the household guard for the Duke of Ancense. In this role, she is often lauded for her courage and loyalty. Even with all of the praise, there are still times when she cannot help but feel she could have had more influence on what transpired in the Deadfire.
Well, if you hadn't left the party and abandoned us, you could have, but no. You and your stupid little ethics stuff.
Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she return to active duty than she voices her frustrations over some of the more underhanded tactics she witnessed and carried out in the name of the homeland. Her voice carries all the way to the Ranganui, who reminds his admirals that battles are won by superior tactics, but war is a battle of precedent, and winning is not always a victory. The people listen.
Ethics aren't important. Only if you're a paladin.
She looks forward to seeing her brother again. So does Ashiza.
I don't remember. We didn't really have any interaction with this character, so I'm not familiar with her story at all.
Takehu distances himself from the problems.
This guy, I
of the
have no who
Deadfire,
this is.
giving the tribes a reprieve from godlike omens. And Gati's silence speaks volumes. The Huana grow to rely on each other, paving a new way forward divorced from their traditions. Soon after he departs Nekataka, distant tribes report of unusual and salacious water sculptures appearing on the shores. These quaint visitations are widely celebrated, the identity of the artist ever an open question. He bids you farewell, suggesting that you seek your next adventure in a brothel or tavern, where consequences begin and end at the front door. He sounds eager to leave old conflicts in the past.
I don't know who this is.
Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives of Kith and the course of nations. The cycle of reincarnation has been broken. The storms of Andra's mortar have calmed. Yet each ending promises a new beginning. As the sun rises over Ukaizo, Kith turn their gaze eastward, wondering at what lies beyond, and at the world they will fashion for themselves.
Maya's the sister of the chanter from the first game. Yeah, that's probably, I don't remember this. I don't really care about the story too much because he didn't interest me either. To be honest, neither one of those characters really interested me.
As the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth, you return to your ship and begin the long journey home. You hope for calm weather.
That it? No credits. So Hurricane, I wasn't ignoring their statement that there is no end with the machine. It's the canon ending that leads to some of the things mentioned in Avowed. But what happened on a Kaizo is a player's choice. That's not true though, because my choice was to not have the wheel be broken. That was the whole reason I picked the other Titan, was to come stop that from happening, and that didn't happen, despite the fact that what's-his-face lost the fight. It was still damaged enough for that. The whole point of bringing that Titan was to stop that from the wheel from being broken. That did not happen. So I'm going to stand by the statement that my choice was denied because of story reasons. So whether it's canon or not, I don't really care. Don't give me a choice like that if that's not what's going to happen. Just don't give me a choice like that. That's all I'm saying. Because you just broke it. Just ruined the whole game for me, in all honesty, because my choice was not to have the wheel to be broken, and that was not an actual option. So there we go. Finally done. Finally. Hey, it's only 22 episodes. So anyway, the game in general. What is the next DLC for this game? As far as I know, there is no more DLC. We played all of it. We did all the DLC. So, anyway, the game in general. I have issues. Not too many. That you could prevent that after being mentioned happened in Avowed. It doesn't matter whether it happened in Avowed or not. Avowed takes place after this. So it does. What happens in Avowed doesn't matter in this game. It could have happened. I don't even remember the story of Avowed, other than in Avowed the wheel wasn't that big of a deal. It was all about the crazy god. What did the breaking of the wheel have to do in Avowed? Other than, did they even mention? I honestly don't remember it being mentioned that much. I was more focused on the crazy god. I wanted you to fight that Titan. That wasn't actually that. There was one whole choice there at the end. Taco, fight him, and I think that was said more of a joke as anything else. Because why would you fight him? Learned that the wheel is broken, and that's one of the reasons the gods took back their essence power from all the godlikes, thus making you one of the last. I honestly don't remember that. So much I pay attention. I was more interested in the relationship with the crazy god, between us and the crazy god. The whole story about the wheel being broken, I don't care. And even then, I stand by the whole, you don't present an option if you're not going to follow through on it. If you present an option that you can stop the wheel if you do this and it doesn't happen, that's just bullshit. Don't put it in there if it's not going to happen. And you can't use Avowed as in Avowed the wheel isn't broken, or it is broken, blah, blah, blah. Avowed happens after, so in all senses of it happening after. It happens past, after 2. So you can't really throw Avowed in there as being a reason for it not to be able to happen. Because they're already playing with those different timelines anyway, with all the different souls floating around. So anyway, I mean, it's a good game and all, but there's some choices there that I just don't agree with. I mean, obviously the second Titan wasn't even available probably until the DLC came out anyway. In the original game, there wasn't even there. That's probably also why they don't put it in there, because it wasn't a real choice in the original without the DLC. So whatever. Oh. Think, what other criticisms? What did I like? I don't know. The whole godlike thing, or the whole god stuff, just got really boring because it was the same thing over and over again. Wodaka bad, everybody else kind of eh. Aeth, this crazy bastard trying to destroy the wheel. I mean, nobody really caring that he does it. Either the gods to make no real attempt to stop him, so that apparently they don't care. So there's that. Bad ending when you play this. Had Aethys end everything. Do you make best friends with what's his face? Remogrand or whatever the hell his name is, the ice guy? Do you guys become beer buddies and stuff? The three of you go out and get drunk every weekend? I mean, I still don't even get what's the whole point of destroying the wheel? It's just to make people live. It's just repeating. Here's the dumb thing about destroying the wheel anyway. When you destroy the small wheel, you're still on the big wheel. It's still, everything's gonna, go and get repeated and stuff, because that was the whole point, right? Is even though they destroy the wheel, it's still gonna repeat of what originally happened. So what's the point? That's what I don't get. Didn't Aethys figure that out? He's just running around on a bigger wheel by destroying the small wheel? I mean, that's not very smart gods walking around, that's for sure. Maybe when Rimgarand was right, let everything just die or end. Just end the universe. Make it all turn to dust. And of course, then it's going to repeat again anyway. Because, there's always a bigger wheel. Somebody will come up with something. So, I don't know. Like I said, the story's kind of... it got tiring. Is really what it was. It got tiring for me. And I could have sworn there was an option. It seemed like they were setting us up for a love interest with Shodi that never happened. Because I remember, in the early parts of the game, telling Ader to stay. That he was complaining that she was a pain, and I remember saying, "Well, just ignore her," type deal. And then she seemed to be focusing more on me as a result. And I thought there was going to be a love interest there, but it never developed. Once you figure out how they within made everything and repeat the cycle, so to speak. Exactly. That's the whole thing. He's like, okay, you broke the wheel, but if this whole point is to have people, take care of themselves, or the kith, to stand up and learn how to do stuff and whatever. And it's just like, that's just building another wheel. That's all that really is just building another wheel. It's all in a big cycle. And it's like, how does he not see that? And what's the whole point if he does see it? I mean, because in the whole, souls are going to be, anguishing in the between because there's no wheel to push them back into the living world type stuff. And it's like, and he kind of blows it off like it's no big deal. It's like, we'll work on it later. It's just like, that's a monster right there. Letting people suffer just to do your little agenda. And it just, again, that just annoyed me. That Aethys just he wasn't real smart, I don't think. He didn't really think his plan through very well. What's our next computer RPG? I don't know. What's your next computer RPG? Because I honestly don't have a plan at the moment. I didn't think I was going to finish it today. I thought I had at least one more stream to go. Not that I'm not disappointed. I'm just somewhat surprised. I didn't think the ending was going to be so fast. With all the text and stuff, I expected more fights or something. Dark Sun? Actually, Jeff, I know you say that as a joke, but I've actually been kicking that around. Because I never actually finished Dark Sun way back when. Seems to be a good choice from Obsidian. Tyranny isn't, it's okay. I started playing and I just got distracted doing something else. What about Neverwinter Nights 2? Hey, Azure, welcome back. I don't know about Neverwinter Nights 2. I know I finished it way back when. I did Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2. 2 didn't, it wasn't, if I remember right, 2 wasn't as engaging to me as 1 was for some reason. Can't remember. Dark Queen of Krynn. Which one is that one? I know it's a gold box, but where's it in? Obviously it's near the end. I don't remember that one. Is it after the second one? Disco Elysium was really good. Elysium, sorry. So you bought all of the collections of AD&D. You mean the gold box? I have all the gold box stuff. And Krynn, one of the later ones. I think so. Yeah, I'm trying to remember it too, Jeff. I don't remember it. I don't have any real memories of the Dark Queen. They selling them 100. The gold box. Well, I have the gold box stuff. I have all that stuff. Except Dark Sun is different. Like I said, I never finished it. Actually didn't get too terribly far into it. For $10. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I paid for it when it was on sale a couple of years back. I'll have to go through that. What else? I don't know. Guess we can go through Steam and take a look at stuff. I only have about 5 minutes left. Maybe later. Yeah, I honestly don't know what computer RPG I'll be playing next. Or classic RPG, sorry. Reddits. What else? Which game's better, 1 or 2? I like 1 better. Pillars of Eternity 1 I like better than 2. Mainly because the way they did Wizards. The changes to Wizards I wasn't too terribly fond of in 2. The whole, you have to carry around all these freaking different books in order to access the spells. I like the way they handled it in 1, where you just had, got the book and then you get to write it to your own, write all the spells to your own grimoire. I like that system so much better. Thing that came to Stronghold, Silver Box, the Gold Collection. Oh yeah, that's like I said. I have all those stuff through Steam. I mean, I have some of them sit on my shelf somewhere, storage somewhere. But yeah, I like 1 better overall. I mean, the multiplayer stuff was, or not the multiplayer, multiclassing in 2 was cool. Especially, I didn't like Chanters in 1. Just overall, I didn't like them. But multiclassing them in 2, they seemed so much better, so much more useful. Being able to use the Chanter stuff along with other classes, it made them more interesting and fun. On a 5 1/4 floppy. Yes, 5 1/4. 5 1/4. Let's probably pull out some of the boxes. So anyway. Yep. So here's the question. How come for Avowed they didn't have you import your stuff here from this game? So you can't import it into Avowed, or could you? Because I remember I played Avowed before I played 1 and 2 here. So my real introduction to Pillars of Eternity was through Avowed. So, your question is, can you import what happened in 2 into Avowed? Because if it would, I'd probably give it another shot at Avowed. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to bother. Because Avowed wasn't that interesting. It didn't seem like it was going to go too many different ways the way it went. And now that we find out that... So there's no actual other endings for this game, right? The way it ended is it. The wheel gets broken and you're screwed. Or at least you're screwed until they find a solution. Your soul is. So, what's the inspiration for playing this game more than once? Because it doesn't seem like the story is going to vary too much. I mean, yeah, of course you have all the minor stuff you can do, but that's not that terribly interesting. I was more interested in getting different endings out of it, but it doesn't look like there's too many choices there that are really going to be that different. Hey, Ring, welcome back. How long it is, I don't know. And welcome back. We're currently kicking around the ideas of what game should I play. What classic RPG should I play next? Right now, what was it? Dark Sun is probably in the lead, which nobody will watch me play, but that's okay, I don't care. Was mentioned Tyranny. Neverwinter Nights 2. I don't know if I have SV DLC. What does that mean, Bada? Welcome back. Oh, that's right. Arcanum is out there too. Yep, I totally forgot about Arcanum. What's this? The hell is this from? Anyway, So library stuff. Steam. Got a couple of minutes to kill, so... Okay, so this is what I currently have in my library. So Neverwinter Nights. I don't have Neverwinter Nights 2 on Steam. So that's an issue. Star Valor is not a computer RPG, or a classic RPG. We're talking about what's going to be next in line for this stuff, Valor. Bada. Nights 2 got an enhanced edition. Yeah, that just came out like a week or two ago. But I don't have 2. Not a big deal. Do Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Got those enhanced editions. There's 1. Arcanium. That's not what this is. Arcanum. This is this one. This game is from the mid-90s, right? Oh, don't do that, Taco. I'm not sure. I would stream it. In all honesty, I don't know if I would stream Neverwinter Nights 2. You look at 66 minutes playing this. Came after Fallout 1 and 2? Did it? Was it 2000? I thought it was the mid to late 90s. Now it says 2001 here, but that doesn't mean anything. Steam doesn't always follow stuff. Maybe. It's not a big deal. Ring, you bought this for me, didn't you? I think Ring bought me this game because he wanted me to stream it or something. I don't remember. See, it just strikes me very much as a 90s game, the whole UI and stuff. Like I said, I've taken a quick look at it, and it's not that it's bad. Yeah, it was a while that you got it. I mean, it looks interesting, but I don't know. I'll think about it. It's been there. Was it Dark Sun? Dark Sun. There we go. Dark Sun series. This is an option. You ever played Planescape Torment? Oh, way back when. Don't ask me to remember anything about it, though. It gets mixed up with all the other games for me. For some, I played it, but it didn't really hook me like some of these other games do, for whatever reason. And my memory of it is very broken. The release dates aren't always accurate. This game was not made in 2022. Let's see, any D&D. Well, Dark Sun is technically Dungeons & Dragons. It's very different. And it's turn-based, too. It's not real-time. Dark Sun. Dark Souls 2? When the hell did I get that? So, yeah, all the dark. So we got the Kryn series. Oh, I still have to actually finish this too. Well, got new computer. I don't know if I got the save games transferred over from this. God, I love these games. I'm so bad. You do Daggerfall. It has that free updated thing. Daggerfall, it's got Unity now. It's on Unity, and I think there's another version of it too. Daggerfall. Do I have it installed? Oh, technically not here. It is Elder Scrolls, right? Skyrim Special. So I don't have There's Morrowind. Ooh, Morrowind. I'd rather play Morrowind. Dark Sun looks like 80s. Well, Dark Sun is actually, I think, from late 80s, actually. 87, 88, I want to say. Yeah, Morrowind, I can do this. Playtime, 34 minutes. I think I need to get the stuff on it to make it look better, though. I think there's mods out there to make it prettier. So there's a thought there. I know I have Daggerfall, it's just not through Steam. Because I know I got the Unity version of it. Morrowind and Arcana, yeah, we know that. What's that one? Oh, no, never mind that. Ooh, Raventhoft. This does not run well. This does not run well at all. I tried playing it 44 minutes. I gave it a shot and I just couldn't get it to run. Not correctly, at least. It seemed something was busted. Put into Morrowind on the original box. I know. I played all mine at the time on the Xbox too. Yeah, I'd actually never played Ravenloft before, and I was literally looking forward to it, but it doesn't seem to run correctly. Or maybe it's just it's an old game and the UI just sucks. Yes, these were all disc games, floppy disk games. All the gold box, these guys, these were all 5 1/4. If you're lucky, you got them in 3 1/2. Well, most of them are 5 1/4. Oh, Dungeons & Dragons Online. That's not part of that, though. Lost series. So this isn't actually everything. Oops. So the Dark Sun series, Grand series, that doesn't count. Ravenloft. So this actually isn't showing all of the stuff. Temple of Elemental Evil. I do not have that. You should rope some people into D&D online. No. I did D&D online years ago. When it was in beta and stuff, it was okay, and it's got its things and whatever. But its current version, I played a little bit, 23 minutes, and it was. Twitch is being weird. Why is Twitch being weird? Looks fine for me. Or do a Quest for Glory playthrough. For what? Quest for Glory. Who does Quest for Glory? Quests are meant to die. It's always Elite, because that's a good classic RPG. Oh, Fantasy Empires, that's part of the gold box stuff. Can never figure this game out. I tried to get into it many times. Got 101 minutes and it's just like, not as good as I thought it was. And I remember playing it back in the day. I thought DDO was this Sir Hagen. I think you spelled it. The Fish People? Don't like Sierra games? Name one. Because there's been a few. Which ones are we thinking of, Jeff? Fallout 1 and 2? Ugh. Temple of Elemental Evil. Was that Sierra? I don't remember. Quest for Glory. I don't think I have Quest for Glory. I Field of Glory. Everroom Quest. Oh, that's the one we played the other day. I don't have Quest for Glory. Oh, Quest for Glory. Those are the adventure games from back in the 80s, aren't they? 80s and 90s. Temple of Elemental Evil. That was it Sierra? Or was it, it was part of the Silver Gold Box edition stuff, wasn't it? Spellforce? I don't know Spellforce is. Spellforce. Conquer. Oh, this one. I played this 6-9. We did one stream of this. Why only one stream? Hopefully the people who keep every now and then I get emails from the PR people for this game. I get emails going, "Hey, got new DLC coming out. You want to check it out?" Blah blah blah. And I have to go. The game really didn't catch my attention, and it's kind of a ripoff of other games like Master Magic and Age of Wonders, and not done as well. I don't say that part, but it was again. This is so it's so based off of Master Magic and Age of Wonders. It's almost a complete ripoff of the two of them combined. And it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's too similar to the other two for me to go not even bother. Because it's like, why go to this game if you have the other two? It's hard enough for me to even look at Age of Wonders after Master of Magic, even though I know it's different and that kind of thing. But it's basically the same stuff, same general ideas. And this is just more of those two. So, Troika. I haven't seen that name in a while. Do you have Neverwinter Nights? You haven't played that recently, right? I have not played Neverwinter Nights recently. I have not played it in 5 years, over 5 years. And the last time I played it was with what's the DLCs? Not that one. It was the Endless Dungeon or something, whatever it was. Infinite Dungeons, there we go. In library. This is the last time I played it. Was doing this. For some reason it's got mixed reviews and I'm not sure why, but I don't care. Arcanum is a Troika? It's possible. Arcanum is made by Troika. There you go. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm going to play next. I've got time to figure it out. Sunday. Until Sunday to think stuff out or think about it. So I get the problem, of course, is too many choices. Eyes of War. Oh God, no. Sorry. Oh, Fallen Enchantress, Legendary Heroes. I haven't played this in ages. Ages. Temple of Elemental is mostly a joke because it will take you days to patch and make it work. Temple of Elemental Evil. It's not even on Steam. Oh, never mind. There it is. Fancy Rounds, ED Classic, Temple of Elemental Evil once first. Oh, this is not that, is it? Shadow of the Roads? I don't know what Shadow of the Roads is. Oh, is that the ninja one? Shadow of the Road. Yes, I played this. See, in my library. Because, streamer. I played the intro to this. It's okay. I can't. I don't know. It didn't. I think it's one of those ones where there's no missing. It's just a matter of how fast you can get through the armor type stuff. So, I don't think it's bad. And still, early access? Oh, it's not even released yet. Oops. So, yeah. Forgot. Got an early release. Arcanum has some voice acting for the main story stuff, at least. Okay. about Star Traders again? Think you enjoyed that? Star Traders isn't a computer RPG, though, really. That's a little different. I haven't played it in a while. I have not played it. Wow, I haven't played it in a few years. Holy shit, almost 3 years now. I have 55 hours into it. I mean, I like it. I do. It's just that. I mean, it's a solid game. It really is. I don't know how to play it more though. I think it's a type of game that I can't really. I don't enjoy playing it for hours on end. I like jumping into it like for like an hour or two and that's it. So for me, that's not a good streaming game, at least for me. Broken Roads. What's Broken Roads? It plays like Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, it's that type of game. It's that genre, but it's science fiction and a little bit more free flowing, or at least where you can go. A little bit more openness to it. Broken Roads. Broken Roads. This is. What's this one? Party-based RPG set in decay and post along the best Australian. Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Release date of 24. Yeah, I haven't looked at this one yet. As you can see, we got mixed reviews. I don't know. I think I might have been offered a key for this one, but I didn't take it simply because it doesn't really appeal to me. The whole description and stuff. Another post-apocalyptic in the Australian outback. It's High Road Warrior. See how it's doing the story stuff. I didn't like that. I don't like those kind of games. That's a lot of reading. In all honesty, this game's got a lot of reading, and it looks like, which I didn't want to do. The recent Shadowrun games were fun. Oh, the Shadowrun games are great. It's just the problem is there's too much reading. For me, it's the streaming. All that reading doesn't work well for me. So, yeah, I need to get going too. It's my dinner's. I can smell it, so I got to get going. Oh, look, The Sims 4. Mrs. Gimpy started playing this again, by the way, on her computer, not mine, thank God, because I don't actually have it. See, now available. Stellar Tactics. Stellar Tactics. Sounds familiar. It's on my wish list. Why is it on my wish list? Why is this on my wish list? From 2016. Oh, wow. 2016 is still in early access. That's why I don't have it. In all honesty, it's been out for almost 10 years in early access. That's why I don't have it. Sims would be amusing. If you watch Mrs. Gimpy play it, she plays very differently than I do. She's got a very different interpretation of how Sims 4 is supposed to be played. So Stars says, yeah, and you don't see me playing that either. The Gimpy Squared stream. Oh, thank you, Jeff. So Mage Arena. What the hell is this supposed to be? I don't want to know. Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition? Really? We need a definitive edition of this. Another one. They're just milking people here. Gun Center. That is. Dyson Sphere program, yeah. Another shopkeeper. Apex, don't care. Schedule. Oh, this is the doing a drug business stuff there. System Shock 2, 25th anniversary remaster. Yep, $30. Wow. Okay then. Create obscure expedition. Oh, that's right. We skipped this one. Once Human. That's free to play. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Dust Raiders. Oh, this one actually almost looks a little interesting to me. Not that I'd stream it, just looks interesting to me. Kind of retro. Very retro, actually. Thought about playing any of the Might and Magics. Yes. I have Might and Magic 3. All the stuff over on GOG. And I had issues trying to get it to run without crashing for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. And so I never really went. I just said screw it. It was taking too much effort to get it to run. I said F it. I'll just play Master of Magic. So what's Avernum? Avernum. I don't know. Avernum. There's lots of them. Avernum 4-2 Crystal Soul. So what is this? This doesn't look familiar. It's not my library, is it? Apparently I have Avernum 3. I don't know where this is from. This might be a free game we picked up from somewhere, but I don't, as you can see, I've never installed it. No playtime or nothing, so I don't know why I have this in my library. Hey, Nando, welcome back. Just in time for the end of the stream. Ever thought about playing any of them? Okay, we already answered that one. You play whatever you feel like. Say hello to me. I will. You at home, you're still alive. I know, it's shocking. So this is it. The Ruined World. So what is this? RPG, indie, adventure, strategy, isometric. It's in my library. It's still $20. When did this come out? 2018. Yeah, I honestly don't know why this is in my library. I must have picked it up for you somewhere. Because it's a little old. Keep you just... Oops. That's not for me. Right. It's for Mrs. Gimpy. Anyway, I gotta get going. I can smell my dinner. It's ready. So, like this again. This is almost tempting. Very positive rating. So that's a good sign, right? Except for that guy. Remake of Avernum 3, which is itself a remake of Exile 3. Whatever. Okay, so that is going to be it for today. And again, if you missed it, we finished Pillars of Eternity 2. Finished all the thing. Very disappointed with the ending because it didn't actually end the way I wanted it to. Based on my choices I was making, it was apparently hard-coded in how it was going to end, which is very disappointing to me. And yeah, anyway, that. So we're done with Pillars of Eternity 2, and we've been looking at possible replacements coming up, and then whenever. Got to find something to play by on Sunday. Having said that, thank you all very much for watching. Stream schedule for the next couple of days. Tomorrow is Tuesday. So, tomorrow is Star Valor. It's got new DLC that came out today with the station building stuff DLC. Which again, I'll try to take a look at it tomorrow. Definitely playing Star Valor, and whether we get to build a station or not is... we'll see. I might have enough money to do it. We'll see. I'll try. We're going to try to build a station tomorrow. And if we don't build it tomorrow, there's a good chance we'll play it again on Wednesday. And maybe Thursday, too. We'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't go very well, we'll switch back to Star Sector and continue on with that particular run we're doing now. Started as employees of the CHIS, but now we are going to war with them, or we have gone to war with them. So that's fun. Anyway, that's through Thursday. Friday is Celasta multiplayer with Jeff, Hobo, and Hurricane. Saturday, still up in the air. Could be Star Sector, could be Star Valor, could be something else we don't know. And now Sunday is, I thought it was going to be Pillars of Eternity 2, because I honestly didn't think I was going to finish today. But since I did, now I have to find something to play. So, and we're looking at computer RPGs. So, and there's so many to choose from. So many to choose from. So, anyway, that is it. So, thank you all very much for coming out. Much appreciated. Tomorrow's stream starts at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT for some more Star Valor. So, have a great evening, great day, wherever you happen to be. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you tomorrow.